Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name is T. Kyle.
And I'm Bradley.
And this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
How's it going, Bradley?
It's going. Things are moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Actually, I was shaking earlier in the week, but that was because of the vaccine. But I'm fine now.
Yeah. Fever promo.
Fever promo. Got me good. She got me, gal. But we're fine now, and we're here now.
And you're vaccinated now.
Antibodies against me, yes.
Love that for you.
Yes, Miss Johnson & Johnson running through my body.
Jaden and Jaden.
And you're a Pfizer girl. Yeah.
Yep. She's a double vaccinated Pfizer girl. I had my first vaccinated girly drink night.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep. You know, it's like three of us, and we just sat in a room, and it was honestly
you were inside? That's exciting.
Yeah, we inside with the window open, and we had spiked seltzers, and we ordered takeout, and we just sat and enjoyed each other's presences. That's not...
Wow. That's actually like so incredible. Yeah, I haven't done that all year yet, so I'm really excited to do that. It's going to be happening very soon. For those who don't know, I was approved for my apartment in New York. I'm coming back. Everyone's so excited I can hear it. So I thought 8 years in the city wasn't enough. I'm coming back for more. Although I enjoyed my local fantasy, I do think it is time to, hop downtown where my posse's at and go right back down to Midtown. So
I love New York.
Other places make me feel like a dork, so here I am. Really excited, and it's happening very soon, and it seems pretty likely that we will have in-person recordings probably by next month.
I already scripted our comeback reunion episode.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are couches set up.
Oh, I have it's a whole bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a comedian now. Mm-hmm. So I was like walking in the park and I was like, oh my God, I just came up with this whole idea for our reunion episode. And I just like started writing it out. You're going to very much enjoy it.
Okay. I was just thinking of going over to your apartment, but this sounds a little more thought out.
No, that's what it's going to be.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, I'm very excited, and I might even have enough room in my apartment if you ever want to come over for once. So that's exciting.
Oh my God. I'll travel to the east side for the first time in a year.
It's even wester than last apartment, so that's exciting too.
Love
it's
that.
It's less of a schlep. Yeah. So very excited. Lots of things happening as a result at home, setting up a lot of the boring stuff, the Wi-Fi, the electricity, featuring Dua Lipa.
Electricity.
She's setting it up with Diplo. And so big things happening. Lots happened in this past week. I feel like a lot of life-changing things all at once. Vaccinated and a new home.
It's a lot. The world is opening back up a little bit.
A little bit. And we are happy to see it. What are we at? Like 26% in the US vaccinated?
I don't know. I stopped checking every single day. It was stressing me out.
I checked the little tracker. I believe we're a fourth of the way.
I'm on this like self-care journey. I'm trying not to stress out about things like that anymore. I literally used to check like 2 times a day.
Okay. Well, yeah. I do check every morning. I just check to see what the latest news is about it in general. But we're on track, baby. The right path. We were born to be this vaccinated. So
love that.
I love that. So fingers crossed for a return to normalcy.
My bird era will come to an end soon.
No, it will just evolve into something. You'll spread your wings and fly into hot mess Jersey era again. We're going back to Asbury.
Downtown again. Yeah.
The second it is deemed okay, we are going back to Asbury.
Oh, I'm ready. We can meet up with Roz.
I cannot wait. If you are not watching on TikTok, Roz, she's the one to watch. She just duets men and blows kisses at them. Like, she is T. Kyle. Like, she...
Okay, well, let's have a TikTok talk. Let's just kick it off with
with TikTok talk. Yes, Roz is a queen of pop. We've talked about her, but she's really taking off.
I post her every day.
Hey guys, you do post her every day on your story.
hey guys,
She's
it's Saturday. Just got back from the beach. Gonna have some cocktails.
She stitches Pitbull and various, we've talked about American Idol contestants, and just blows kisses at them. We love it. We love to see it. She goes to the mall. Hey guys, I'm at the mall.
The other day, I was walking home and I ran into a friend of mine, and I stopped and like sat for a minute, and we were just catching up, and we took a picture, and then I posted it, and then someone was like, "Oh my God, you look like Roz," and so I posted it like together, and I literally the next day went and got my hair cut, and I cut all my hair off.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah, see, it's all gone.
You got de-Rozed.
Like, oh, I looked, yeah. Oh, I also realized that I have a pair of those sunglasses with the mirror.
Yes, like you are Roz.
Ugh, I can't. Icon.
Icon, legend. She is the moment.
Yeah, she sure is. Well, speaking of TikTok and icons and moments, shall we discuss our quarantine? Oh, we shouldn't call it that anymore.
Yeah, that's right. We can graduate from that. We're reopening knee.
Yeah. Vaccinated
New segment.
So Brittany has been active on the socials this week again, and she did a little fashion show, but
she did. She showed off a leopard onesie.
Yeah, but with TikTok transitions, she got crafty.
That's true. Yeah, the pointing to Pharrell's Happy.
Mm-hmm.
That felt, I know we're on and off and on and on, and up and down promo about the socials, but I will say that one felt very Britney.
It did.
Like that was her brainchild for sure.
Yeah, she was like, I saw this on TikTok, I want to do it.
Yeah.
And she executed it.
Yeah, she looked happy. The transitions were fun. We got like slight choreo giving us fire in the eyes, passion. It was good.
Okay, but that catsuit though.
The catsuit.
It's interesting because as we know, well, if you don't know, but we know, she is a queen of reusing fashion, and her closet is like pretty, she doesn't get rid of anything. That is a catsuit I don't think we've ever seen before.
It's new, and I'll tell you why I know that, because we got a fashion credit email from work for the catsuit. It is $50. I forget the name.
Humble queen.
Yandy, I want to say. It's an affordable catsuit moment. So, yeah, she did a little shopping, I guess. Her shopping spree, outrageous.
It kind of reminded me of that photo shoot that she did back in the day with in the black and white with like the bangs, and she's like up like this.
Oh my God,
and
absolutely. Yes.
Someone you'll know.
You'll know. Yeah. Doing like the ballet move kind of. I agree. Again, I just thought it was super Britney, so I was happy to see that after,
it was.
After last week. So there was that
also,
one.
It confirms like TikTok legend. Like she absolutely is on. I'm convinced she's on TikTok.
She's on TikTok and she's aware of pop culture, because in the next thing we'll talk about, which is Vaccinated, I think she's making a Borat reference at the end.
She is. Sam confirmed it in the comments below. Yes. So our queen got vaccinated.
All right. So what'd you think of the vaccine?
Okay, the people on the internet said it was really, really bad. It's like a bullet going through your arm. It was nothing. I felt nothing. I'm fine, and I hope I continue to stay fine. I'm fine.
Now, do we think she's a Johnson & Johnson girl?
I don't know. Is she a Moderna because of Madonna? I don't know. I don't know, because we'll have to wait and see if she has, another shot after this or not. She didn't say like, oh, I have to get another, so she might be a one and done.
Wow.
Like myself, 2 BJs getting vaccines in the same week.
Wow. The universe, the way it works out.
The universe, yeah. She saw my post and she was like, you know what? I should go.
Same.
Yeah. So that was really cool to see, because, that was a very Britney voice, and just like, that was her personality. Like, that was really good.
And she just looked
herself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like chill.
And then her mannerisms and how she was talking was very her. Casual.
Yeah, it wasn't like the
chill.
Gun held at gunpoint Q&A that we are so like not into, but this was very like her hanging out with friends, or her boyfriend in this case.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Yeah. I loved it. And then once again, I only have 500 more questions. She's just saying, oh, the people on the internet said it was going to hurt. And it's like, wait a minute. So all the conspiracies about her internet access and things like that, like what? Like she's just like reading up on the internet what people think of the vaccine. And it's like, wait a minute.
But also, who said that? Like, who? I just went to go hit the button and I forgot, where the hell is my soundboard?
Oh my God, where's the soundboard?
I just went to go. I literally just like went to go hit the Please hold.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Sacrifice. Dun, 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 dun.
Who is having that conversation?
Thank you.
Who said that it feels like a bullet through the arm? That's what I want to know.
Okay, that's what I mean by 500. First of all, okay, so you are looking on the internet. Are you looking at Twitter? Are you where are these reactions coming from? Mommy bloggers? And then second of all, who says that the vaccine hurts? Like, the only thing people are discussing is side effects, if anything. There's always more questions than answers.
I do hate shots, though.
It does. Yeah, but it was whatever.
Now I can't look at vaccine selfies anymore. I'm like, you know what, this is great, but like I can't look at another needle. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a me problem.
That's you against the vaccine problem. So yeah, she got the vaccine and she said it was fine. She was fine. And then she goes high five to her boyfriend. And it was definitely a Borat moment.
Well, she's been watching movies at home.
She has, but it was just like heartwarming because it was like, it just makes you think, yeah, she's watching Borat at home with Sam and is like educated and getting a vaccine. Like, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for her. And she's setting a good example. She always has this whole quarantine. We've always said it.
She has been for years. She's been very...
Well, for years. But like the mask, even at the beach and stuff, like she was going overboard in a way to be responsible or like show people that that's a good thing to do. Like, always proud of her.
And that's why we stan.
That is why we stand. So I'm very happy to see that she is vaccinated. Just like me. Yeah, so.
Well, from one queen to another.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yes,
Our
that wasn't
faves.
Yeah.
Madonna, who I do have to say, because in the past, I was very critical of Madonna on Instagram. Do you want to know what I did this week, Brad?
What did you do?
I followed Madonna on Instagram.
That is bold, and honestly, you'll regret it in a week, but I'm glad you did
For the
it.
first time in 6 years. I unfollowed during Rebel Heart era.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that.
And I refollowed finally.
You know what? But we said it last week and it's continued this week. We're hitting a stride right now. The selfies are real good. The mom content is embarrassing, including what we're about to talk about, but it isn't terrible.
Right, so it's bad.
Last month, she did a embarrassing lip sync to the Pussycat Dolls' Don't Ya? And this week, she decided to do one to none other than Britney's Baby One More Time with a with Madam X album cover. And the caption was like, love this song, love this girl, which, you know, that's the continued relationship between Madonna and Britney is a sacred one.
It is.
So we stan always, and that was a nice little gesture, even though it's like, oh God, the face warp shit, really.
Whatever.
It's cute, it's funny, and I mean, it's always unexpected to come from Madonna, so bitch, she's Moderna, and that's pretty much that. She has not said anything about the vaccine as far as I know, but
she has not. But you know what? She is serving face in these selfies.
Is.
Like, she's giving us some editorial moments.
This green look, this purple look before last week, strong looks.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even give the update last week, and it wasn't on the notes, but it's been confirmed that Diablo Cody has dropped out of the biopic project for creative difference reasons.
Oh.
The gossipy The Sun report or Daily Mail or whatever said it was because Madonna was too difficult to work for, which I could never imagine. I could never see that. It's a little concerning. However, I do think Diablo Cody now has a movie she can make about this very experience. Like,
right.
Making this movie was always going to be a movie in itself. Like,
true.
Telling the story of Madonna making her movie about Madonna. But now it feels like there's been no updates on it. There was a podcast where Rosie was on it and said Madonna's looking for writers for the project. So,
are you available?
Yeah.
Don't you have a blog?
I'm writer girl. Imagine just next week, like, I can't record because you see me sitting on her white couch as she's yelling at me about my fashion choices.
You know what? I'm at this point in my life where I believe that anything is possible. So,
God, I love her, but just like all my queens, like 50 feet of distance. I never want to be too close to the fire with any of them. I feel like it would kill this love, to quote Blackpink.
I feel that.
You know, that's why, with
it's like I never wanted to meet Britney because I'm taller than her. Like weird shit like that.
Right. Like my meet and greet, I was so worried about because I didn't want to actually see the legend in my head in person. And it turned out good.
I still can't believe you met her.
I can't either. But
I wish I could have seen that.
We were the same height.
Short queens.
Short queens. Yeah, still surreal. But, like friendly distance, that's cool. Even in that moment, that was like, all right. But like to sit down with Madonna and like see her like get frustrated and think about things and scrap bad ideas, I think that would just... No.
Take milk baths together.
Spread anti-vax conspiracies.
Oh my God. Bradley X.
I mean, obviously it'd be a dream to meet her, but I wouldn't want to work for her, I don't think. That sounds very mommy dearest. I just don't want to get into that. However, so we'll see what happens with the movie now, but it does seem like maybe priorities have shifted. And who knows, maybe she's just going to do music again. I don't know. But
she clowned herself by teasing that so much, though.
I said it.
Didn't we say it?
We always say, don't hype. But she was literally reading passages. She was, reading through scripts. And it was like, okay, but this is like 2 or 3 years out. Why are you doing this already?
Yeah.
We don't even have an actress lined up.
I'd rather it just be a surprise.
I know. Just have Lourdes play you because she contractually has to as your daughter. So that you can't
and she looks like you.
Yeah, and I don't know who can finish writing this.
Maybe she can.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she has to. It has to be shaped by somebody who's done screenwriting. Like she has no experience in that field. So it's like somebody has to shape it at the end. So, We'll see.
I know nothing about movies, so unfortunately I don't have any more advice for this. But
Right. Well, you know what? If you are a screenwriter in LA looking for some work, there is a Queen of Pop who is looking for your services. So
she should just get whoever screenwrites for The Cock Destroyers.
Honestly.
And writes their little Daphne. Their little skits and their parodies.
Oh my God. More on them coming up actually later in this episode for a reason. But yes, I don't know. I don't know who could write with her. And Diablo Cody is like a stan. So that's why I kind of think it needs to be somebody really removed.
Yeah. Like a third party.
Yeah.
Great. Well, coming to theaters or HBO Max. Yeah.
MDNA, the movie. By Madonna, written by Madonna, directed by Madonna, coming soon to
Madonna.
HBO MDNA.
She should just have the guy who does Nicki Minaj screenwrite it.
Honestly.
Hey, it's me, there. Madonna. Okay, anyway. So, speaking of fashion, well, we weren't speaking of fashion, but we will now.
At it. Hit it.
High fashion. So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Okay, so this week I am going to give my award.
My Stephanie Germano.
Now, I have something to say. About this. So she did a fashion film for Dom Top Perignon Champagne. It is a music video. It is so good. It's just elevated. And I have a hot take that I would like to say this week. I feel like the Chromatica era is her best era.
The girls are shaking at home. The doves are flying.
And I feel like because of the pandemic, we didn't get as much as we could have. All that needed to be here was a tour. But to me, this whole era is like the Fame Monster elevated, cohesive, smart, fashionable, show-stopping, never been done before.
Iconic.
Amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
Embossed hoodies.
It's really hard to gauge what could have been, obviously. And the girls in the Discord also talked about this. The Dom Perignon and the Oreos, like those things were in the works already. Could
Oh
have
yeah,
been in
someone
collaboration.
posted that the contract leaked or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
We had potential music videos, the remix album, which is in the works, and we didn't talk about that yet, but Blood Pop confirmed that that is coming, and they did have remixes commissioned already, and now they're tacking on all the new girlies. They've already teased Rina Sawayama. He wants a Charlie XCX 911 remix to come through. A lot of exciting names came through. All these things could have happened, but the panorama, and so
I suggested Kelly Clarkson for 1,000 Doves. What do we think?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't have seen that coming from you. All of your faith in a Dunkin' Donuts collaboration, Kelly Clarkson and Lady Gaga.
The cold foam is delicious. Not sponsored, by the way. 1,000 pumps.
I think they're gonna do right by the new girlies and have a lot of cool up and comers. I think it'll be good. So instead, she had to go to Italy. She had to film a movie. Yeah. That footage. Have you seen the leaked scene of her screaming at Adam Driver, or another actor, I think?
Of course I have. The gays, it's all they talk about. Every time I log in, it's like a new photo of Stephanie in a new outfit. And I'm just like, okay, Let me post my bird video again.
Yep. Well, exactly. The video of her chewing out the actor is giving, it's like As the World Turns soap opera realness. It's so good and over the top. This is going to be so campy. I'm ready for it.
Her burlesque era.
Basically. So I'm excited for the House of Gucci.
Love that.
Well,
fashion.
Yes, I agree. The Dom Perignon video is really good. My pick is also equally highbrow. I have two. One is a shout out to cock destroyer Rebecca Moore. I don't know if you've noticed the teasers she's been posting recently.
Of course I have.
I get it confused with Xtina at the EMAs.
We need to do an entire deep dive dedicated to Christina Aguilera at the EMAs because there's so much substance there.
Oh my God, just her hosting that gig, the Kelly Osbourne.
That one episode, like that one show. There's so much from that. There's like the Kelly Osbourne stuff. There's her rising up in like the nun outfit and ripping it off and having the assless chaps. Like, she really was ahead of her time.
She was. She made that entire award show about her, and that's why it deserves its own episode.
Is that blasphemy?
Yes.
Okay, see, I learned what that is.
We're getting into blasphemy. And certainly what I'm about to mention is, yes, if you didn't notice, Rebecca Moore is coming out with, I had to make sure that the title was correct, The Nun, A Place of Whoreship.
Sounds like my kind of church.
Directed by Dick Bush. A feature film is coming.
Oh my God, what is it called?
I don't recommend looking up the scenes if you are faint of heart, but
or at work.
Yeah, she is giving you Xtina EMAs and also what is it? The Conjuring and The Nun and all of those movies.
Triple X Tina.
Triple X Tina. That's literally who she is. So that's definitely a high fashion moment. And then my other similar, I guess, black latex or leather or whatever goes to our baby Troy. Troy Sivan just posted a teaser of his You video, or maybe it was just a promo shoot, but in any case, he's wearing like a black leather jacket that's kind of open and black pants, and he has like a thong sticking out, and yeah, I'm sold. So
he's not a little babby anymore.
I'm not a little, yeah, this is his, oh my God, this is very like, oops, stronger to have the little thong sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he's taking notes. Yeah, this is exactly what that is. He saw the Lil Nas X video and he was like, oh, okay, I can be that, I can be that fucking gay. All right.
Yeah.
Not that he wasn't, but I feel like now he's being like real sexual. So I'm into it.
Well,
so
he had the song Bloom.
Troy. He did.
So
he did. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Yeah. Now he's just getting gayer and I'm very happy about that. So, and it's a hot look. So shout out to Troy for wearing a thong.
Speaking of babbies, happy Easter, everyone. Wasn't that last week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a good sense of time on this podcast. So we're in the middle of April and have been for a few weeks.
I got called out because last week I was like, oh, it's the middle of April. And it was like March 31st.
April 2.
Yeah. It was the first day of April.
It's been 84 years of April.
Yeah.
Happy Easter. Hope everybody got their eggs.
My
correct.
favorite part of Easter is that fucking tweet that's like, how about I paint your babby and hide it around and see how you like it?
Literally one of the birds you feed.
It fucking kills me every single time.
Oh, speaking of Babby, we do have to mourn the loss of a great institution, which is Yahoo Answers is finally going out of business, which gave us some really important moments in our time, including how is Babby formed, how girl get pregnant.
My personal favorite is how do I lose weight without moving?
So many questions, probably responsible for so many teen pregnancies. It's just a mess. So R.I.P. Yahoo Answers. You were not helpful.
Yahoo Answers. The questions that been burning. Anyway, well, from fashion to music, shall we discuss some new... this week was kind of slow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Besides, a lot of remixes.
Yes. Well, there was a lot, but I don't really... We have some select few that we'd like to highlight.
We do. So my first recommendation for this week is a song called Starstruck by Years and Years. Bop.
Sadly, not a cover of Lady Gaga, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So Starstruck.
That song is so fucking good.
It really is. Ugh.
We need to do a deep dive into the fame.
We do, and we're going to put up our poll for our next deep dive, actually.
Yes. Shout out to all of our supporters on patreon.com/legendsonly. Thank you all for your support. We will be putting up a poll shortly where you at home get to decide our next deep dive.
Vote wisely. Your future depends on it.
Yeah. We'll get to it in a year from now. No.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, God. Yes. Years and Years. Now a solo project from Ollie Alexander, who, if you don't know Years and Years, maybe you've known his work in It's a Sin, which blew up recently here and overseas. But Ollie's back making music, and Starstruck is a very sparkly, gay, fun, pop, dance, magic moment. Solid.
I just love his voice.
Yeah.
He has a very nice voice.
We do not stand
Unique.
men, but some of them, some of them get through they pass the, would it be like the reverse Bechdel test? What even? We don't like
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know shit about any of that. I didn't even know what day it was.
Anyway, his voice we love. He reminds me, that song in particular reminds me of Tom Aspal. Like, it's very glittery, like fun dance. Gays that we accept in our lives, basically.
Gays that the CDC recommends we can listen to. Yep.
Yes. Always love Ollie. So excited for the new era of Years and Years, which is going to be basically his solo project now. Yeah. Speaking of X with ampersands in the name, I don't know what. From Years and Years to Allie and AJ.
Queens.
Honestly, they do not miss. And I thought Pretty Places was going to be it for me, but Symptom of Your Touch, I mean, it's so good. I've listened to it on repeat all day.
They really are just crushing it right now.
They truly are. And it's the best song about symptoms since Lindsay Lohan's Symptoms of You, and that is saying something.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I'm on record. The best symptom song since.
Mega mix.
Also, it's really well timed with the vaccine.
When does this album come out?
May 7th, I believe.
Okay, so in a month.
Yep. Well, it's mid-April, so.
Yeah. So 2 weeks.
Yes, they are.
I'm not really a fan
close.
of like album cover, but like it's fine. Who cares?
The album title is also 30 words long or so.
Yeah, I already forgot what it's called.
It's like a touch of the beat, makes you move in your seat, makes you dance in the sun, makes you something like that. It's
Love
like
that.
very, yeah. Just call it a bop.
Yeah.
But yeah, Symptom of Your Touch, that's my New Music Friday winner of the week for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I could not stop listening to it.
I would like to see them do a little bit of what Taylor, which we'll talk about in a little bit, with their old stuff and remaking a little bit more of their old music.
Potential Breakup Song remake went over really well. People really liked that.
Yeah.
And I agree, because the music has not missed. Even during the Disney Machine days, they've still made incredible music then. And it would be cool to update it for fans who are older now.
I agree.
I agree with you. So, you know, that could be next on their schedule.
Not that like everyone needs to do that, but I think it works perfectly for them.
I think so too. Well, there's another release that came out this week that
Yeah. So speaking of our queens of the past.
Yes, she's a Harajuku girl. She's a Orange County girl.
She's embarrassing.
Well, it wasn't her finest moment. Gwen Stefani is back with a song called Slow Clap, which we've discussed already on the pod, but now she's included Sweetie on the video and a remix of the song set in high school, which somebody has already cruelly turned into an Old Navy commercial on Twitter.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, like, it maybe wouldn't have been bad if, like, she hasn't done this concept, like, over and over again, sort of. Like, this feels like Hollaback Girl. It feels like it's trying to be that, like, that sort of, like, cheer moment, this high school moment. I don't know. I feel like this is a thing that she's done already in a different way. And it's not an ageism problem, but it does feel stunted. Like, it feels like there's no growth here.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't care if she's in a school setting, but it just was, like, sort of... it just wasn't it.
Yeah. Also, there's like something about it that really bothers me about, like, I don't know if it's appropriation per se, but it's just, there's something off about it for me.
I just think it's kind of a cheap, quick grab at like getting a TikTok hit or something that feels very catchy and what. Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of pop music in general, but like
it's like in a high school with a lot of young kids, and it's just like, what is going on here? And like,
yeah, I don't buy it, basically.
Right. It feels really inauthentic.
It feels inauthentic, especially tacking on Sweetie, which is like, I mean, sure. I mean, we do that a lot with pop songs. We add a verse here or there, but it felt so like, okay. Like,
yeah.
Yes, she is a girl of the moment. So just, it wasn't it for me.
Yeah, no.
But we still love Gwen, and I'll never, 4 a.m, early winter, cool. Like, there's so many songs that are so incredible from her past records that it just kind of, this doesn't hold a flame to those at all.
Yeah, this was like a Pretty Girls moment for me, but
it's
not,
very that.
But inauthentic. Like, at least with Pretty Girls, Britney genuinely was like, I like Iggy and I think she's cool and I want to work with her, even though it was like not the moment. It was a moment for Britney, but this is like this. I don't even know. Something about
it is
weird.
Very that. You're right. Yeah, that's okay. Well,
then again, Pretty Girls was my most played that year. So fast forward to end of year when Slow Clap is I think I listened to the song like 3 times, and one of them was before this, so I could remember how bad it was before I talked about it.
It's not her best. It's not it, and I'll just blame Blake Shelton because that's easier for me.
Yeah, agreed. It's his fault.
People sexy as my ass.
I still cannot believe that.
That was truly the lowest point of the Trump presidency, was like him being president and Blake Shelton being the sexiest man in the world. It's like,
you know what? Everyone has their own taste.
Yeah.
Unseasoned.
Anyway.
Unseasoned is still a taste.
Yes, it is. Well.
All right. Well, anyway.
Moving on to the past. Keeping things in 2008. We are back. Now, okay. So Taylor Swift re-recorded Fearless.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, props to the days leading up to this release, because she's a smart girly. She hit up Girl of the Moment, main pop girl Olivia Rodrigo, and sent her some snips of the songs to do TikToks to. I thought that was very smart. To do like very, how would you describe, like cutesy dancing on the bed sort of videos and recreating You Belong With Me video.
Yeah, I thought this was smart, and I feel like this goes to Taylor's genius, is that she could have given it to some random TikToker who just has, well, kind of going back to like what we were saying about Gwen.
Right.
She could have done a J-Lo, everyone do the If I Had Your Love challenge, and then no one does it. Do we ever talk about that, by the way?
I don't think we talk about the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
Where like no one said anything. No one did anything.
It was like everyone do the If I Had Your Love challenge. And it was like, what's the challenge?
No,
and then no one did it.
Had love? Oh yeah, that was unfortunate.
But Taylor's was cute, and it made sense, and it felt natural. And that video, obviously, like even if you don't know the song, I feel like a lot of people know that signs. Like they did it on SNL at one point. They mimicked it.
The Hillary parody,
yeah, that's kind of a thing. And then people made it a meme where they were like writing over different words over Taylor's signs. The comments to her tweet were really funny. Like the replies, I was fucking cracking up. And like the shit people were writing.
Yeah, agreed. So that was a really smart lead up to this. Now, I didn't have, and I don't think you did either, like I didn't have any relationships with Fearless at that time. So I don't really feel qualified to like actually talk about the album because I see people like actually having high school reunion style freakouts on the timeline about it in the same way of if Britney re-recorded Circus of the same year or something like that, like we would all be like freaking out. So I know Love Story. I know You Belong With Me and those songs because they were hits in 15 and they still sound great. And it's really cool to hear her as a 31-year-old maybe singing them. But it's also like not going to be the same to me because I don't have that emotional connection to those songs. But it's good.
Basically, if Lindsay Lohan re-recorded Speak, then I would be like, yeah, I get it.
I mean, you can definitely, like, if you go back and forth, you can hear her voice is matured and the production's different slightly, but it's also pretty loyal to the original because she wants to get those syncs and she wants to get the fans to listen to that version instead. So it's smart. It's a smart release.
It is. And Fearless, the re-up.
The re-up, the remix, Reloaded, and From the Vault, as we found out from her mystery golden lucky charm teaser, were I think 6 more songs that she had never released but written around the time. As somebody said, you're very brave to be reading aloud things you wrote as a 17-year-old because could not be me reading things from like my diary from 17.
Your live journal?
My dear my live journal from 17 was just like, she didn't ask me to go to the beach today and I hate her.
Yeah, sounds like a good bonus episode.
It sounds like trauma, but yes.
Where we just have to go in to our live journals and pick a day and read our journal entries.
Yeah, mine will be very unsettling. But yeah.
Tweet us the journal emoji if you'd like to see it.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely do that. So yeah, the only thing that I could really, because a lot of that album is new to me. Shout out to Sam Lansky for introducing Taylor to me formally when I was living with him in 2012 to 14. Like I got into Red and that whole era, and that's when I kind of learned about Taylor. But
Lotus era
mostly.
When I hear 2012, I think, Lotus era.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just have no connection to Fearless. So like even listening to it, it felt like new to me because I don't know those songs already. So, but the new songs were also good. There's one in particular called Mr. Perfectly Fine about somebody on this podcast thinks is also perfectly fine, maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
What was that?
Mr. Joe Jonas, everyone. King of the headlines once again. Yeah, so she wrote this about Joe, and Queen Sophie Turner reacted by screenshotting it on her Insta story, and I think she wrote, like, it's not a bop.
Yeah.
She had a really funny. And then Taylor reblogged that and was like, I bow down to the Queen of the North or whatever, like from Game of Thrones that she is.
Yeah.
Which we love that. I love a grown reaction to like a teenage relationship with like your new partners.
It's been over a decade.
Exactly. I mean, I absolutely know friends who still hold grudges about age-old relationships. So
what do you?
Oh, not you.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? I thought that was pointed for a second. I was like, what?
No, just the only grudge you hold is the girl at that concert, the Ashley concert that you got in a fight with.
I have no grudge against her. I hope she's having a lovely day. I am me and I won't change for anyone. She was a homophobic bitch. She was a homophobic bitch. So I told her that. Anyway, exactly. I hope she's moved on and I hope she's having a lovely life. I don't hold grudges.
Absolutely not.
Mr. Perfectly Not Fine. No. Yeah.
Yeah. You can also hear how some of the structures of those new songs informed the other songs that did make the album. Like she took some melodies and stuff, I felt like.
Right. Well, the Jonas Brothers, Joe dragged her in 2009, which I feel like no one really talks about it, but the song Much Better from Lines, Vines, and Trying Times. Do you know that album?
I know the album title. It's a very memorable title. That's a good
Okay, noted. Because you know how we have to do that album swap?
Yeah, from 2 years ago.
So the one that I was going to give you was Lines, Vines, and Trying Times.
Okay. Well, now you've told me it.
Yeah. So we should look that one up.
Okay.
But anyway, the song on it, Much Better, where he references, and he's like, and the teardrops on her guitar are much better.
Dragged.
Yeah, scalped.
Scalped. So entertaining. I love a good love battle over hit songs.
It's so funny to think because I was at the Jonas Brothers concert when Taylor came out.
Oh.
It was like Demi came out, Taylor came out.
Wow. Where was I in 2009? I was at the Monster Ball tour. I remember that at MSG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good times. And Kylie's For Me, For You tour in the US. Oh, it was an iconic
circus tour.
To see circus tour 3 times.
Yes. Well, 2009, that era will always have a special place in my heart.
My heart. Well, congratulations to Swifties who this album meant a lot to, because I'm sure this was like a really exciting time for them. I'm not shading it or dragging it. It's just like I won't have the same experience with this album that anybody who did during a pivotal moment in their life. Like, I'm sure this is really special for them, and I think that's awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't become a Swiftie till 1989, so I'm excited when that happens. I'll be freaking out because I'll be like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I want to hear Clean. I want to hear Style. I'm like, we'll be very into that. But I was also kind of interested that she skipped, her first album, wasn't it self-titled?
Yeah, she explained though that she felt like this was the album to start with because it was like the meaning of the album.
Because she's feeling fearless.
Yeah, well, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah, the concept for the album Fearless is basically about not having fear.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's basically it. So she gave a little interview where she explained, but there was a reason behind it. There's always a reason with Taylor, and you're going to find out in 20 years that she released it on April 9th because 9 + 4 equals that, and then that equals this, and then if you divide that, that's actually the date her mother was born, and
yeah, it will be something.
It always is. So congratulations to the Swifties. I'm pretty sure she's going to be number 1 again.
Yeah. I just saw some number before we started that was insane with streaming numbers.
I think every single song is charting right now.
The impact.
And then it might throw the Grammys into a tizzy. Like if she wins the Grammy for the same album, because I believe she's eligible for like best recorded something or other. She could win again for Fearless and every other album.
They'll probably make a new category.
Best Taylor Swift re-recording.
Yeah, best re-recorded album.
Yeah, honestly. So we'll see how this plays out. But
so she has to do self-titled, Speak Now, 1989. Red, and Reputation.
Reputation.
Because Lover is already Taylor's version, right?
I think so.
I saw the Swifties were making memes, and it was like...
Yeah, if it's not, it's because it's not like the time hasn't passed enough yet for her to be eligible to do it. I'm not totally certain. No, I think Lover is post. I do think it is.
Interesting.
And then Folklore and Evermore are in the clear. She was Out of the Woods.
Oh, I see what you did there. That re-recording is going to be so good too.
Oh, I had a moment with Out of the Woods.
Oh, 1989, so good.
It is. New Romantics. Anyway, this is just the beginning for the Swifties, so.
Yeah. I can't believe
Plenty
she's
more
had
to
like
come.
10 albums in the past 2 months.
I know.
It's
She's been busy in quarantine.
Yeah. Well, shall we end the week with some coming soons?
Yes, what is coming soon?
So, the Drag Race finale is finally coming to an end after 10 years of season 13.
Several entire seasons of other Drag Race airing in full in the middle.
Our final 4. 2 weeks from now, we will get our winner.
We will.
What do we think? What are you thinking? Who's your pick for winner?
Well, did you watch the most recent episode?
Yeah.
You know what? Here's how I feel. I believe that narrative-wise, growth-wise, and everything, all the above, I think it's Gottmik. As far as the storyline of the show and her own personal growth as the drag queen that she is. But I think, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Simone, so I'm still ultimately Team Simone, but I do think Gottmik kind of proved that he is like more than a makeup artist in this show. And the Gottmik, the drag queen, is a lot more than just what she walked into the workroom as. And I think it's, representation long overdue for the show. And I think it would be really meaningful. And Gottmik represents a really interesting, as Gottmik talked about, like being a trans man that isn't Barbie or Ken in like trans world. I think that was an awesome conversation that she had at the mirrors. And so I think I'm fine with a Simone Gottmik and a combination of those two. I'm fine with everybody winning. I don't care who wins, but I would like those two. How about you?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I kind of underestimated Gottmik in the beginning. I don't love an Instagram queen, like a pretty face.
Yeah.
And I think throughout the whole time of the show, I think we just like look at it as the show. I was surprised throughout, and it was so nice watching someone genuinely like discover their own talent in real time.
Totally.
And almost be surprised internally of like, oh, I can actually do this. And wait a minute, I'm funny and I'm talented and I'm not just a makeup, like you've watched it happen in real time. And so it was like heartwarming to watch. And
he was so happy.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I think in terms of the competition, I would say Gottmik. And then with Simone, I feel like I want to see more.
Yeah.
And so I would almost be fine with Simone coming back in All Stars. If that makes like, I mean, obviously, like everyone thinks about it that way too. It's because it's always, someone comes back in All Stars and you get more of them and you get another season and you just get more fashion and more moments. And it's just, it's kind of nice to see your fave come back in an All Stars moment. So I would be fine with that. But like you said, I think it's between the two of them.
I think so too. I also would say that I kind of get it for all 4 of the reasons that they would have. Candy's gotten so much hate on social media that I've almost felt defensive because it's like she's not my pick to win, and it's not, I'm not Team Candy, but the way people are so over the top with the hate is like, okay, it's too much.
Well, it's one of the most toxic fandoms on the internet. Let's be real.
It is. And
when I worked there, we saw it. Like it was bad years ago, and it has not gotten worse. I mean, it has not gotten better. It's only gotten worse. Course.
So I feel like it's just like, she's a certain flavor, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But that doesn't mean like she's giving you TV. Like you cannot say that. Like this season was largely built on Candy.
Oh yeah,
and the tension that she created. Mm-hmm. So. Better or worse, there's that. And Rosé is, as they say, the professional. Like, if you want somebody to show up to the gig, do it perfectly. She does a million things. So it wouldn't surprise me either because she delivers every time.
Yeah.
And
I will say, Stephanie's Child puts on a great show.
Yeah, like
I've been to a few. They're a blast.
Yeah. I think I've seen... So...
Justice
Candy,
for Laguna Blue.
Oh, yeah, that's
true. I hope next season.
Well, exactly. I've seen Candy around. I've seen Rosé, obviously, like her shows with John DJing at Hardware and things like that. Simone, I have a bias because I'm friendly with the House of Avalon boys, and I had seen Simone coming up for years, like on their Instagram story and stuff. And I had known since she was in Arkansas. And so always a soft spot in my heart for her. Gottmik was the only one who I had no idea of, but it's so cool that he was already like doing Paris's makeup and things like that. So, and honestly, at this last episode, like he's so overjoyed to be there, and he's so like pleased with himself for like all of his growth as a person. It's like, okay, you know what? Like, I feel like if the show is truly about the future of drag, it's Gottmik.
It's that, yeah. The interview with RuPaul made me so happy watching it. I could have watched an hour of that.
Yeah.
Of just the three of them talking.
Yeah, that was really good. I always love the tic-tac talk at the end. It's really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. But I think the winner changes every season as far as what Ru wants. I don't feel like the story is always the future of drag. I don't think it's always track record. I think it's often favoritism and just who she likes that season. So I never really know what the definition of that season is at all. But Simone just kind of had this breakthrough at the end that feels very genuine, and like that there's an arc there that she loves herself and stuff that is really good. So I think that screams All Stars to me. I think that's like you found yourself and now you can come back swinging even harder. Even though, like, I did not think there was anyone in her way for the good first half of this season. Like, it was just a leveling of the competition. And now it's like, okay, well, you know, Got just kind of snuck up.
At this point, they could do an all-star season of all the runner-ups.
Truly.
Because there's how many now? Like,
it's time for Nina Flowers to get her due.
Oh, you know what? Spilled. Who else do we think?
Well, Sasha got hers, or not Sasha, Shay got hers in the end with the latest All-Stars. Who else?
Stacey Lane Matthews.
Can
we talk about that for a second? And all
give
the time,
her that money for the Henny.
Literally,
references.
She made the Henny thing like a thing. Stacey Lane, we stan.
We do. Adore cracked in All-Stars, so
yeah,
that's
a redemption moment. Again. Maybe
it could.
Trinity K. Bonet.
Have you seen the rumored All-Stars or the confirmed All-Star 6 track list, cast list,
set list? I think I did, and I don't really remember it.
Okay, well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who doesn't want to know on here, but
also I don't want Paramount Plus, so
yeah, that is the other thing. They keep switching up the services.
Come on, like I am just about to sign up for Wow Presents Plus, not sponsored. I don't want to sign up for more.
I do have that. Yeah, I have that one because for me it's worth it to be, and not sponsored, but it's like $4 a month, and then you get Drag Race Spain, Australia, Canada, all of that is going to be there. So I'm like fine with that.
I'm waiting to see if they like do like a switcheroo, and then like at the last minute they're like, oh, and it's on Wow Presents Plus too. But they're just waiting.
It the last time.
They didn't.
They did. They said All Stars 5 was going to be on Paramount or Showtime. It was.
Gotcha.
And then they were like, nobody wants to sign up for that? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So we shall see. But yeah, I'm very excited. And there's already pictures showing that there's a marquee outside of a theater in LA for the finale. So we are getting a live moment.
Yeah.
And who knows? I don't know. This could be like a guinea pig situation for like one of the first vaccinated audiences, maybe. Like, at this point, if there's enough people and there are enough people vaccinated, like they can start doing that kind of thing where it's like if you got your card, you can come be in the audience.
Yeah.
So that could be cool. And if not, like, as long as they're on stage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've got like tested pods.
Love that. Yeah, as long as they're on stage and not on Zoom, I'm happy anyway. So
yeah,
we'll see. You think they're gonna screw them up with the format? Do you think they'll be like the like last lip sync for your life 2 versus 2 and then the final 2 against each other?
Which I don't mind.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. It's also, it puts pressure, which is always like a little bit of, I mean, that's what you want in a competition show.
Right.
I think what bothers me is when they do the fake winning crownings and then they do the recorded reaction of you watching your fake crown. That's the one area that bothers me. It's like they record someone reacting to themselves winning, but then you get the genuine reaction to them watching their fake reaction. It's just strange.
Backstage at some venue half the time.
And I get it because it's one of those things that leaks. But I feel like I don't know. All Stars 1 did it when they crowned
Chad.
That was like they didn't do the whole like live finale months later.
True.
So I don't know.
But yeah. I mean, and they did that for the UK too. They did it right there. And
I almost wish they would just go live, like live. Like just do it.
Yeah.
Do it live.
We'll see.
Rue would be like that meme where it's like, slay your world.
Yes.
Yeah. Doing her fake crying.
Yes.
I just go say.
God.
Oh.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I'm happy for all of them. I have no ill will towards any of them. It was a long, long season. And I felt like I liked it, then did not like it, and then liked it again.
Yeah. I thought it was thoroughly entertaining. And I feel like it's also their most watched season. And so I just hope that the 12 and 13 girls will get a redemption tour moment in Vegas and can have that, crowd and love.
That's the real game.
And
that's the real thing. It's the whole point of this was to be doing the bar circuit, doing the club circuit, and like meeting these people. Yeah,
and then everyone's a winner. Like if they did like the season 12 tour and it's the entire season 12 cast doing a show, that's the winning ticket. You don't need the crown per se.
You don't.
The check would be nice.
The reason you go to the final four is you want to get all the appearances on every episode. As long as you get that, that's like the best thing. You want to be on the screen the longest.
Yeah.
As soon as you get to the top four, it really doesn't matter.
Right.
But anyway, congratulations to everyone who's gotten to the top four of any Drag Race season, if you're listening. And who has ever written a book or who works hard.
Yeah. Congratulations to everyone who's ever done a podcast.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Congrats to anyone who's ever sang. Congratulations to anyone who made it this far listening to this podcast.
That's true, too.
Congratulations to anyone who's ever written an email.
Well.
Should I keep going?
No.
Okay, well, what else are we looking forward to? You're moving. Not.
Yeah. Well, things are still going to be moving and shaking in the city. It's going to be very different. Every single week, things are going to be happening, and we're getting there more and more. So I feel a lot of hope compared to last year.
Yeah. I'm surrendering to life, and I'm going to let whatever happens happen.
Sounds like my TikTok affirmation of what is meant for me will be.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking for work in the summer. So if you're someone who's like, think I would be good for whatever, DMs are open. Well, actually, no, they're not.
They're not open. Historically, they've never been open.
Yeah.
All I know is people DMing me saying, can you get him to look at his DMs?
Clown.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. What an exciting future ahead of us.
Yes. Future nostalgia. Straight ahead.
Okay, everyone. Well, we hope that you're having a lovely week and enjoying the nice weather wherever you are. And until next week, we will
see you
soon. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations if you're still listening. Stream our autobiography deep dive.